All right, hi folks. We're going to continue on with this one. I'm going to turn off my light, turn on my phone, go back to the home page here. Pattern focus is where we're trying to go. Can you see that? This is a website, not an app. FYI. Just got to tell everybody, I guess, every time. Because the questions keep coming. And for the last one, we're going to do this one called Sing For Me. It's very simple. We put some lines. Don't know that it matters. How many lines does it matter? This sample's done with, or the step out is done with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does it matter? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I guess 6 lines. Okay, 6 lines. That's the pattern. And then we put some straight lines, and then we put some dots, and it looks like music notes, kind of, sort of, but not really. And that's what it is. So it harkens back to music notes, but it's not actually music notes. Don't try to play whatever it is that I write down here, because I'm going to be completely, I'm not musical. But it's simple. Sing For Me. Very simple. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do those lines in the white and see what happens. And like I said, if I don't like this, if you don't know what I'm talking about, look at yesterday, or the last video, the one on Wednesday, when I did this spiral with the gel pen, and I just didn't really like it. But we're going to we're going to not write anything because it's not coming out of my pen. I just used it. There it goes. That's the problem with gel pens, is that the tips clog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to go very woggly, which is fine, because I don't need it to be super straight. I do need to have a line that actually you can see, though. Like that. And then along here we're going to put some lines however we feel led. Just whatever strikes my fancy. Something like that. Oh, you know what? See how when you put more of the bright white, that no longer looks as bad? I was thinking that that's what was going to happen, but I was not sure. Something like so. Simple and easy, right? I think I want to go behind here. I'm going to fill in some of that space because it's too much. Okay, this one doesn't look right. Looks like it needs another one there. Okay. I'm happier with that. I'm still not super happy. I feel like it's there's still too much contrast between this and that. So in order to tone it down, I'm going to put some blue colored pencil over the top of it, but I am going to wait till this is all dry. So what am I going to do while I wait? First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put the name of this one is Sing For Me. That was way fast. See, I'm only at 6 minutes. Super fast. The other thing maybe I'm going to do is maybe add more white to these to just have just a bit of brighter highlight in the middle of here. See how I'm not doing a lot? I'm just barely touching. But I think that will help with my contrast issue. I think that'll help. I need a brighter, shinier spot because your eye fills in and it makes it's interesting what your eye will do, and it assumes something about the nature of the whatever it is that you're seeing based on light and shadow. So the brighter the highlight, the more it assumes. Your eye will assume something about this particular object. And having a little bit of highlight there is going to make it assume to be a rounder object than it actually is. And maybe it is going to also assume it to be a little maybe metallic-y or made out of something super shiny, glass or something that's very reflective. Okay, that changes that look quite a bit. And maybe I'll do that same thing here. Okay, I'm okay with that, but I still don't think it's got enough. There's something not quite working. So I'm going to take my colored pencil And I'm going to go in here around the edge of here. I'm just going to soften this. Like that. Maybe. It's not going over this pen very well. So this might not be the way to solve this problem. I may need a different solution. Yeah, it's just flaking off the pen. It is toning it down just a smidge, but it's not exactly solving my problem that I want to solve the way I want to solve it. So let's try something else. Let's get some watercolor. Yeah, let's try some watercolor. No, that one's in the house. Can't use that. Oh, just dropped something on the floor. Oh, I know. I can use my watercolor Inktense. Inktense would work. These are Derwent Inktense. They come in a tin, look like that. Watercolor pencils. And let's use a... what color blue do I want to use? I want to use a blue, bright blue, or sea blue. I have a variety of blues. Iris blue. Is that all the blues I have? Looks like it. Some of these are in there backwards. And I don't have them in rainbow order anymore. For shame. And deep indigo. Okay. These are the different colors I have. I'm going to try them on the back side. And I'm going to just do them with a water brush. I'm going to go in this order, I think. Okay, so I'm just going to use the tip of the color, and I'm just going to stick it down and see what it looks like. Okay, that was the iris blue. This is the sea blue. Oh no. Good to know. Look what happens. I'm glad I'm practicing on the back. Look what happens to the gel pen with the water. That's no good. That's not what I want to have happen. I cannot use water-based media. Oh, I am glad I tried it. Holy guacamole. That would have been bad, bad, bad. Okay, don't use water-based media with the Uniball Signo gel pen. It just dissolves. Oh. Good to know. All right, now you've learned something. Don't do that. Let me try a different blue then. Let me go a little darker. Or maybe I need to try a different kind of color pencil. No, my other color pencils are in the house. You don't want to follow me into the house. Let's try this ultramarine violet. Let me draw some more white gel pen. And some more dark blue PN pen. Because those are the two colors I have. Wait for that to dry a bit. Is that going to cover up too much? I don't think so. And then is this dry? Dry enough. That's better. Okay, so that one's not a bad color. And Delft blue, I think, was the color I was trying before, and it didn't really... Or was I using ultramarine? Oh, I like that color. Let's use the ultramarine. Okay. Let's try again with the ultramarine. And just be a little more heavy-handed. That's better. It's better. Okay. I'm just going to lightly go over the top of the rest of this with this. It is peeling off some of the white gel pen. These are some interesting learning experiences. See, nothing's ever a failure. You just learn stuff. I've now learned some things about my materials that I didn't know before. And maybe I do want to do a little bit of water using my water brush on here. Just a titch. Just to soften that edge. I don't want to get rid of that altogether, but it's a little harsh. Just soften it just a little bit and then blot with a paper towel because I don't want it to be that wet. Okay, that's not so bad. Okay, that was a learning experience, folks. You learned along with me. I did not know these things. I need it right there. So you see all the names of all the different patterns I used. There we go. Okay, well, that was an interesting learning experience, wasn't it? Now, you'll note that I don't say it was a failure. You'll note that I'm not angry or mad or want to say I've completely ruined it. Did it go as planned? No. Does it look the way I had envisioned in my head? No. Is it awful? No. No, it's not. This is still a little brighter than I wish it was. Maybe I just need a little bit more contrast, a little bit of dark in here. Maybe I'll make me feel better. See what happens with that. Because it's just, this part here just doesn't make me happy, but that's better. That is definitely better. Okay, so it needed more contrast. Okay. Definitely better. Okay. I'm happier. Not completely 100% happy, but happier with what's happening now. I think I lost some of my swirl when I put in my shading here. I think some of that color pencil covered up my pen. So I'm just going to come back here and put that little swirl back in. That's better. Yeah. Okay. I'm not completely mad at it. I'm not as happy with this one as I was with the other chakra ones, but you know what? It was totally a learning experience, and I am glad that I now know some things about my art supplies that I did not know before. So every quote unquote failure is a learning opportunity and a learning experience. So there's never actually failure. There can absolutely 100% be things that don't go the way you planned, but as long as you have the right mindset, it's not a failure. It just didn't go the way I planned. And it may not look exactly what I had anticipated, but it will do. It will absolutely do. I will see you guys on the next video. Next week, we are going to move on to the third eye chakra in purple. Looking forward to that. And you guys have a great day. I will see you on the next video. Go out and do something nice for somebody today and have a great weekend. And tell me all about it in the comments section below on if you plan on something interesting this weekend. How is the weather at your place? Tell me whatever you want to tell me. I will listen. I may not answer every single comment, but I do give it hearts when I read it. So you'll know that I've read your post. Like I say, if it's a question, I try to answer it. If it's just a comment, I don't necessarily answer it, but I do give it a thumbs up or a heart. That I do. And I read them all. So you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.